Hello, and welcome to iTTV. Yes, it's me again, your maths teacher, back now for another maths class. How are you all today? Oh, good to hear that. And yes, I'm doing fine too. Thank you very much for asking. Now, before we go on to today's class, let us go through the brain teaser for last lessons. Did you all get the answer? Did you attempt it? Okay, shall we try the answer then? Okay, look at this. Sally likes soda very much. At the local convenience store, for every 5 empty soda bottles, she receives a full bottle. As part of a Girl Guides recycling initiative, she manages to collect 77 empty bottles. How many bottles of soda will she be able to drink in total? Now, what is the answer? Okay then, the answer given is 19 bottles. And how do we get it? Let's go through the answer, okay? From the initial 77 bottles, she receives 15 full bottles with 2 to spare. Then from the 17 empties, she receives 3 more full bottles with 2 to spare. Now, from the 5 empties, she receives a final full bottle. So, how many is that, children? Yes. Okay then, 19. Alrighty then, shall we go to class then? Today, we are going to do something very, very interesting, which is called rounding of numbers. Okay then, do you know where this is? Yes, well actually this is Malacca and this is KL. I enjoy travelling, especially going to Malacca because it is Bandar yang bersejarah. Yes, the historical city. Now, do you know how far Malacca is? Roughly about 82 to 84 kilometers. Okay? Now, do you know how they determine the distance between Malacca and KL? Yes, or is that a no? Okay then, let me tell you. Now, the distance between a place, say KL to Malacca, is usually determined based on the distance from the post office in KL and the post office in Malacca. How do they know this? Well, of course, the post office is in the center, right? You need a center point to determine distance. So they use the post offices. Now, I'm sure you've been traveling and I'm sure you've seen those big, huge signboards on the highway. Some are blue, some are green, some has distance, some has no distance, and they have that white arrows pointing here, pointing here. Okay then. If you look at this picture, you can see it's a blue, yes, showing the distance here and there. Now, look at the next one. Yes, it has the distance in kilometers. And do you know how they come up with this figure? Yes, they do a rounding of numbers based on the distance between KL's post office and Malacca's post office. So, it's not the actual distance, so don't get fooled, okay? Now, what is rounding? Rounding is not going round and round and round. Rounding of numbers is actually an estimation of the nearest number. Got it, children? Very good. Now, there are 3 rules to rounding. What are these 3 rules? Let's look at it. Rule of rounding. Number 1, determine what the rounding digit is. Remember when we did place values and I told you all how important it is for you to be using it later on? Now, this is one of the times where you would be using place values. Okay? After determining the place values or the digit in the place value, what do? Yes, we look to the digit on the right of that particular number. And if this number is more than 5, we round up the rounding digit. If it's less than 5, yes, it remains. Now, more than 5 means 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And less than 5 means 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Okay, got that, children? Now, what do we do after that? What is the third rule? The third rule is all the digits after the rounding digit becomes 0. Got that? Sounds complicated? No, it's very easy. Maybe because I'm explaining like this, you find it complicated. When we do it in the question, it's very easy now. Have a look at this, okay? Okay, there. You can see here we have 3 numbers and I've written their nearest tens, nearest hundreds and nearest thousand. Okay, let's try from the 10. Now the number is 2568. Okay, nearest tens. What is the digit in the place value of 10? Yes, it's 6. What is the digit to the right of it? It's an 8. Is 8 more than 5 or less than 5? Yes, it's more than 5. So what do? You add 1 to the 6 and becomes a 7 and all digits to the right of it becomes 0. So what is the answer, children? 2570. Simple, right? Now, the nearest hundreds. What is the digit in the place value of 100? It's 5. What is the digit to the right of it? It's a 6. So what do? Yes, very good. You add 1. Hence the answer is 2600. Now to the nearest thousand. Okay, what is the digit in the thousand place value? It's a 2. The digit to the right is a 5. Hence the answer is 3000. Very good. Now we try a bigger number, okay? 99,041. Okay, the 10th place digit is 4. The digit to the right is 1, less than 5. Hence the answer is 99,040. Okay then, now the next one. What is the digit in the hundreds value? It's a 0. Okay. What is the digit to the right? It's a 4. Hence the answer is 99,000. And what is the next one? Okay, I'll be quiet and you try and figure it out. 1, 2. Yes, the answer is 99,000 again. Okay, got it? Very, 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 very good. I'm so impressed with all of you. Now let's try something bigger. 187,658. Don't worry. Do not panic when you see a huge or long number. Just remember the 3 rules of rounding. It applies in all cases and every cases no matter what. Okay then, let's try it. Nearest tens, the digit is 5. The right digit is 8. Hence the answer is 187,660. Very good. Now the nearest hundreds. Yes, the 100 digit is 6. The number beside it is 5. And you would get 187,700. Okay then. The last one, nearest 1000. Now, what is the digit in the 1000 value? 7. What is the digit to the right of it? It's a 6. What is the answer? What is the answer? 188,000. Okay then. Simple? Complicated? No, right? Once you do it, you actually get the hang of it, right? Now let's go to the 10,000 place values, 100,000 place values, and the millionth place value. Now, I have the same thing here with different numbers, but as you can see, we have the nearest 10,000, nearest 100,000, and nearest million. Okay, the first one, 892,631. The 10,000 place value would be in, yes, 9. The digit would be 9. The number beside it is a 2. Hence, the value or the answer is 890,000. Now, the nearest 100,000. 100,000 place value digit is number 8. The number beside it is a 9. Hence, the answer is 900,000. Now, the nearest million. Do we have that? No. Why? Because it's a 6-digit number and there is no millionth place value. Okay? Now, the next one. 1,075,756. Now, what is the digit in the 10,000 place value? It's a 7. Okay, what is the digit to the right of it? It's a 5. Hence, what do? Yes, you actually add 1 to the 7 and becomes an 8, and the answer is 1,080,000. Remember, rule number 3, all the zeros on the right, all the digits on the right, yes, they become zeros. That's why you have 1,080,000. Next one, nearest 100,000. What is the value of the 100,000? Yes, it's a 0. What is the digit to the right of it? It's an 8. Hence, the answer is 1,100,000. Okay, now the big question. Millionth, nearest millionth. Okay, look at the question. We have 1 in the place value of million. Now, what is the value to the right of it? It's a 0. Hence, you remain it. So, the answer is 1 million. Simple, right? Okay then, children. So far, how have you find this rounding of figures? Easy? Yes, it's extremely easy. And remember, no matter how big the digit is, you just need to know these 3 rules and you can do the rounding of figures. Okay then, let's try a bigger number. Okay, the next number is 6,589,257. Now, what is the digit in the 10,000 place value? Yes, it's an 8. The digit to the right is a 9. And the answer is 6,590,000. Followed by, okay, yes, you got that right, children. So the answer for the nearest 100,000 figure is 6,600,000. Okay, now what about the nearest million? No worries, just follow the 3 rules of rounding. Okay, you have 6 in the millionth place value. You have 5 as the digit on the right. Hence, the value is 7 million. Okay then, the last one. We have 3,809,099. Okay, now nearest 10,000 would be? Yes, there's a 9 there. So what do you need to do to the 0? You have to add 1. Hence, the 0 becomes 1. So what is the answer? 3,810,000. Now, what about the nearest 100,000? Okay, got the answer? Okay then, it's 3,100,000. 800,000. And the last one right now is the nearest million. 3 is in the millionth place value. 8 is in the, yes, the digit to the right. So what do you do? Yes, the answer is 4 million. Okay? No matter how big the number or how small the number, just follow the 3 rules of rounding and you get the answer. Simple, simple, simple. Now, let's do a short recap of what the 3 rules of rounding are. The first one, determine the digit in the particular rounding value. The next one, look to the digit on the right. And if it's more than 5, you add 1 or you round it by 1. And if it's less than 5, that digit remains. Okay? Okay, the third rule of rounding is, yes, all the digits to the right of the rounding digit becomes 0, 0, 0. Okay? Very, very easy, simple to do and not difficult when you practice, practice, practice. Okay then, now here comes the most interesting session, the teaser section. Welcome back children, and now it's time for the brain teaser time. Again, brain teaser. Okay then, instead of giving you something that's going to challenge your mind, I'm going to give you something that you can use during your exam times. Now, take your fingers, okay? Okay, we have 10. Let's do the 9 times table, okay? 9 times 1 is, how many do you have here? 9. 2 times 9 is 18, 1 and 8. 3 times 9 is 2 and 7, 27. 4 times 9 is 3 and 6, 36. 5 times 9 is 45. 6 times 9 is 54. 7 times 9 is 63. 8 times 9 is 72. 9 times 9 is 81. And 9 times 10 is 90. Now, you've done your, yes, you've done your 9 times table just using your fingers. So one less thing to memorize and one more thing that can go inside the brain. Okay then, do you know what else is special about the number 9? Now whenever you divide a number by the number 9, you can actually plus the number and you get the balance of it. Let's look at this. When a number is divided by 9, the remainder is equals to the sum of the digits. Let's try. 151 divided by 9 equals to 16. Remainder 7. 1 plus 5 plus 1 is 7. Don't believe me? Try this. 251 divided by 9 is 27. Remainder 8. Okay. 2 plus 5 plus 1 is 8. Now, simple, right? So, whenever you're doing a checking, you can actually use this method and see whether your remainder is correct or not. Now, let's try another one. 356 divided by 9 equals to 39, remainder 5. Now, 3 plus 5 plus 6 equals to 14. Where is the 5? Simple, children. All you need to do whenever a digit that you plus equals to more than 9, all you need to do is minus off the 9s. So, 14 minus 9 is 5. So, is the answer correct? Yes, very good. Do you understand that? Now, please use your checking method or this particular checking method whenever answering questions, because you never know. You may make mistakes, and when you check and you get the correct answer, you get a, yes, you get an extra mark for it. Okay then, that's all for us today. Have a good day. Until I meet you again, adios.